Hello everybody. Throughout several of my videos I keep mentioning that I used to be an owner of a 2010 Buick Lacrosse, and you guys are probably tired of hearing me say that, but you know, I really wish that I was doing videos on YouTube back then, or that at least that I had some video material of my Buick Lacrosse, which I did not. I have a ton of pictures, but you know, pictures is one thing. Video, you know, if a picture is worth 1,000 words, a video is worth 1,000,000 words. So in this case, I'm super excited to be on the back lot of some dealership. I'm not even sure what dealership this is, but I'm just driving around through a bunch of them, and I came across, this is a 2011 Buick Lacrosse, but you know, aside from the color and being 1 year older, it's exactly like my Buick Lacrosse used to be. So it's a 2011. This is a CXS, which is exactly what I had, what I owned. And it's got the same style wheels. Everything is the same. It is unlocked. I think it's missing one key option, which when I will dive inside, I will kind of explore. But yeah, this is as close as my car that I'll probably ever gonna find, and in the same trim level, CXS. So I definitely want to film it for my own history, for my own enjoyment, and I hope you will enjoy as well. So first of all, when I saw this car, when I saw some press releases and pictures, I fell in love. I don't know. Now, you might be looking at this and be like, oh my God, this is just an ugly car, but I don't care. You know, I don't care that it was designed primarily like in China or by Chinese. I like how it looked, and I still do. I love this, how they kind of put the little chrome pieces with the little painted satin stuff, the giant Buick grill and the waterfall, whatever. I love that. It had fog lights. I love that too. Mine was black color, my favorite color. I know it was black on black because I bought it brand new from a dealership. Also matched. I love these lights, how they kind of look like a little eyeballs, and then when you turn the steering wheel, they will turn slightly, so kind of like the more advanced version of the cornering lights on this thing. Also, I never understood these things. I know I mentioned these before. I mean, my car had that, they all did. I obviously wish that they were not on the hood, that they were somewhere here, but you know, it is what it is. Because it was a CXS, it came with these, I think these are 19-inch rims. I can't see it. Yep, okay, yep, 19-inch. Mine had exactly the same type of design, so once again, it's on CXS. Maybe I can show you better here. And the CXS at the time was the top of the line. Also, the back, I love that. This was kind of like a reminiscing of like the boat tail, how it kind of comes to a point. I know not exactly, but you know, it's close enough. Visibility from the rear window was kind of sucky, but it did have a backup camera, which this one does right there as well. Also, the whole script, the whole Lacrosse thing. Obviously, it was a redesigned Lacrosse from the one before. I kind of didn't like the older Lacrosse, but I like this one a lot. You know, it's got the pipes down there, but it kind of has the exit point marked. You know, also nice. Had the backup sensors too. So let's see. Yep, okay, it is unlocked. Mine did not have this mat, so this one did. But yep, it did have a spare. Same way, everything is nice. Had a little compartment here, like to access like some controls, some fuses or something. I'm not gonna take it off because it's a pain to put it back on. But this is not a power trunk. When I first saw this, I thought that was where the motor is, but nope, this was not powered. But it did have a nice pull handle here. So looks like paint is a little chipping here, but nonetheless. All right, wow, this brings me back. It had a smart key. See, whoops, 2011. Yep. It had panoramic moonroof. Yep, same way. So there you go. So to lock it, you just push. There's not a button. It's like a touch sensitive area. So, all right, let's dive inside. Wow, this brings me back. This brings me back for sure. So this one looks like a little piece of plastic broke off, and there's some wear here in the seat. I did not have wear in the seat. Now, granted, I was much lighter back then. Oh yeah, definitely. Oh yeah, I remember. Get away from the cold. All right, so just imagine that the interior is black and I am sitting inside my car. Wow, this is awesome. So when I first sat in it, I loved how the whole thing carried around, that whole sweeping piece of wood. That was nice. I don't know, I fell in love with it right away. The wood on the steering wheel. Now this one is cracked. Mine was not cracked. Actually, that's going to be the feature of this video, is that I'm just going to compare it all to what I had. Mine was not doing that. I don't know why. Like, this is several of them that I've seen already like this. All right, this armrest right here, I love the idea, but it was not too comfortable. I rarely ever used it. Now this armrest, on the other hand, I did use, and I usually had it pulled up like this. It's not very squishy, but it is leather covered, and it's all right. It does the trick. So, sitting behind here, let's see, I'm pretty sure there's no key or power. All right, so yeah, there you go, no remote detected. So sitting behind the wheel. First of all, the seats. All right, let me show you this seat right here. Looks like somebody did smoke on it a little bit, but not too bad. Huh. Catch it all car pocket. So somebody bought one of these things off of a CNN TV to drop the crap when you drop the crap in there, so it catches it for you. So let's take a look at these seats. So this is no Park Avenue. This is still geared more towards the quote-unquote sportiness. It's not really soft or squishy, but you know, they are comfortable. I gotta give them credit. Like, I'm sitting in here right now, I'm having goosebumps. Yep, okay, it does have it. Yeah, because I remember sitting here. Well, not here, but you know what I mean. Nice. I love this. All of the controls. So this one has Bluetooth. Obviously mine did too. Looks like somebody forgot their stuff. Mine had the heads-up display. Yep. So I love the heads-up display. This was my first car that ever had heads-up display. I have not had any car since, but I did enjoy that, seeing stuff on the windshield. And granted, it's basic stuff. It wasn't very advanced like some of the ones right now. It wasn't like showing you nav stuff, but it was, you know, it was good for what it was. See, got that fog lights. That's what I was talking about. Got that cubby here. Everything is the same. This door handle, this door pull is interesting. How it's kind of hidden, but like I said, this armrest is not too comfy. All right, push button start. This was my first car with push button start. I have not had a car since. You know, I take my words back. When I first looked through the window, I did not realize this one does have the navigation system, and I don't think this car has the accessory. Oh, see, I got it. Oh, nope, it does have an accessory mode. You see, I don't think mine had, but what, you know, maybe I wasn't aware of that. So anyway, so yes, this is exactly how my car was. So, yep. Oh my God. It could record up to 20 minutes of radio. I think when you press this button, you know what? I think the car does need to be on though. Yeah, it could record. It could record radio, and you could play it back, and you could delete files here too. Some people think of this as having way too many buttons, which you have piano keys right here. You have a lot of things happening here. But you know, after I spent some time with this car, I loved it, and I could find stuff, everything right away. Now, why did they try to mix the cold seats and heated seats kind of here instead of putting them here? I don't know, but that's what they went with. It had a single disc CD. Yep, same way. It had the heated steering wheel next to the air conditioner. This makes no sense because it looks like, you see how they kind of separate this button where you press in the middle and you kind of can't? Here, I've done it a couple times. I would press right here and I would turn on the AC with the heated steering wheel. And the heated steering wheel would heat up primarily here with a little bit of here. So most of it was actually in this section. The wood piece was not. I think Chrysler 300 is probably the only car that I've ever driven with heated steering wheel where actually the wood piece heats up. So that's nice. All right. Lots of cool stuff here. I never understood why the lock and unlock button was here. And at first I thought this was a blank switch, but nope, it's a light for passenger airbag, so they even use that stuff. So also another thing, no blank switches. On a CXS, there's no blank switches anywhere. On some of the lower trims, they had a hole here and some other blank switches here, which I never loved. This shifter I also love because it's got a piece of wood, and this is also the same shifter as they used in a Cadillac CTS. So I love that with a little fake leather piece here. This portion I never loved. I don't know, I wasn't a big fan of cup holders kind of being hidden here. I did start having the little chrome bits start peeling like they are here. And also what a lot of people don't know is that these cup holders come out, and this is where you would put the key if the battery is dead to start your car. You would have to take it off the key ring and it would fit perfectly. Looks like people, whoever owned this, spilled a lot of crap and they never realized that. So, right there. Here you got a little, whoops, a little cubby here with a USB and a light, nice. And then there's a little tray which looks like it's stuck. So one of these buttons would open up a tiny little tray which would fit a smartphone, but that's about it. Over here you have the panoramic moonroof, which is the front would open up and slide over the back, and it looks like these people used it so much that they erased the buttons. And I think, yes, this car does have the erasable button problem, because also here for the sunshade. All right, it's interesting how the close is erased and then the unlocked, like open is not. So interesting. I did not have that problem, and none of my buttons would be erased, but I've seen some with the fading start happening. And then also here, traction control, parking assist, the beeps, and then the rear sunshade. I did have a rear power sunshade. I never used it, but it was there. Wow. Yep, there we go. Had the same pouch. Nothing. They didn't say anything about Buick on it. Very basic stuff. Looks like these, whoever had a bunch of receipts. Oh, window sticker. Yes. Love window stickers. All right, let's see the window sticker. I have my window sticker, I think, somewhere in the collection. There it is, 2011 Lacrosse CXS. So all the basic stuff. Yeah, gas mileage was right around there. Yep, driver's confidence package said blind zone alert. You know what? I did not have that. I did not have that at all. Maybe this was a 2011 thing. In 2010, this wasn't even offered. Heads-up display, yes. 19-inch wheels, yes, I had that. Yep. Audio system with navigation, I had that. Sunroof, yep. Airbags rear seat mounted, I don't remember. Cargo area tray, $135 for that plastic thing. 39,000. You know what? Mine did come out to about the same, but I did not have that side blind alert. So must have been some sort of a light in the mirrors. No? There you go. Man, I'm having some serious deja vu. Yeah, the seats are comfortable. It had memory featured. This one does on the seat. Also the little display here. I loved how the gauges lit up and how the turn signals are incorporated into this little pad. Very nice. It had the blue with the white. Super nice. That middle display was controlled by this little wheel here, if you guys can see that. And then there was a button right there for the menu. I don't know how well you can see. The wheel is locked, so I can't really turn it. Ooh. Yep. This liner was black here, but yep, same type of pattern. And then on mine, towards the end, this little chrome bit started becoming really sharp too. Wasn't very pleasant. So at the time, I didn't have kids. Well, I have one kid right now. So on the back, it wasn't really an issue. Barely ever did we ever use the back seats. But yeah, yep, we had this. Had the little power port. And then it has the household right there. Yep. Oh my God. You know, the back seats in retrospect, they are kind of hard. They are not as plush as a town car. Definitely not. But the couple times, I only rode in the back a couple times. Yep. And then it has a pass-through right there. And then it has regular dull LEDs. Wow, I'm so glad I came back here. Chances are I won't encounter another one. So yeah, now it came full circle. Where I had it, I drove it, I had my fun with it, I gave it back. You know, we got a Forester for it. Oh man, I wish I had this car now, honestly. Like as a second car. I mean, by now it would have probably fell apart. But yeah, I bet the engine, you know, looks the same too. Might as well. Although back then, once again, I bought the car new. I did not have really any problems. I think I had one recall on it, but still, you know. Yep, still remember where it is, right here. Yep, my engine bay is identical, so, although much cleaner. Yep. Air filters were a pain in the ass to replace here. A bunch of bolts, no quick like snap on, snap off type of deal. I changed several times and that was a pain. I do remember that. Battery, I think I did replace the battery in it once. So yeah, this cover came off. Never really did anything with the engine. Never had an issue where I would have to do anything. And it's a 3.6 liter, I think 280 something horsepower. Pretty decent. It didn't leak, I can tell you that much. This whole air intake thing did not leak. I know that. Yep. So there you go folks. Went from this to a Forester, which my wife still drives, to a Hyundai Elantra that I took from her, to this. The world keeps turning. So all right everybody, we'll see you next time.